Welcome to Civic Sounds, a podcast by American Corner Moy, a platform on which we get the opportunity to talk about matters youth, leadership and governance. We talk about entrepreneurship. We talk about opportunities for young people, even for the elderly, and all that. As I always say, we always strive to bring on set people who are at least able to inform us on maybe something that we weren't aware of, or maybe something that they are doing that could be of impact to one or two people. So today I am talking to a founder.
Yeah.
And this guy is into technology, or into the IT sector. And as we are aware, IT currently plays a very, very critical role, even on the employability of our young people. We are talking about youth unemployment and all that. So what is the role of IT in ensuring that we're able to create these opportunities? That is not a question for him at this point. That is a question for you, our viewers, so that at least you get the curiosity to be with us as we proceed with the conversation, and then we are able to explore all that together. But for now, allow me let him introduce himself, tell us what he does, for how long he has been doing that. Karibu, Enock.
Thank you very much. Thank you once again for the opportunity to be here in Civic. You call it
Civic Sounds.
Civic Sounds.
Yeah.
It's a very novel name.
Yeah.
My name is Enock Kebaso. No association. I need to mention that.
No association.
No association.
With
Yeah, that's okay. Whoever will decipher,
yeah,
will decipher.
Yeah.
So I'm an IT practitioner and an everyday entrepreneur.
Okay.
That means that my life purpose, or one thing that I would want to do, one thing that I enjoy doing, is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is finding out business gaps and being able to fill and fit them.
Okay.
I was jokingly sharing with my friends there. I think that should have been Tiffany and Sydney. I was telling them that I'm a jack of many trades, and I aim to be a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
All is everything.
Yeah, sure.
I can only do just but a little, a few things that I would consider many. So I founded Giget Technologies. It's an idea that was planted in me ever since I was young. When I was young, I used to see how those people used to come in our schools and give us aids and then help us and advise us. So it was a seed that was planted from when I was really young. I remember there's a time when Eric Wanaina, the renowned musician, came to our school. It's called Stewards Land Academy. He came with very influential people, and I was a scout then. I was, the future was bright.
Yeah.
Back then, when I grew up, I still wanted to become a doctor.
Yeah.
But here we are. So while I was that young, I actually nurtured a thought of, when I grow up, I want to be a founder.
Yeah.
And I'd want to have a foundation. But later on, I came to realize that for you to be able to have a foundation, you need to have enough, financial muscle, stuff like that. And for me to understand and appreciate that financial muscle is actually out there.
Yeah.
So IT is an opportunity for employment and also for creating gainful employment.
Yeah.
So I founded my company an year and 6 months ago, roughly about. It's called Giget Technologies.
Yeah.
And we have been intentionally seeking to fill in the gap of people who would want to help in the IT needs. So Giget Technology is an one-stop shop matters IT. So when I mean one-stop shop, it means that if you need anything IT, we'll be able to help you procure it.
Yeah.
But right now our key tenets are networking, that is structured cabling, and also ensuring that you are connected to the World Wide Web. There is app development, there is design, and then there is also an aspect about cybersecurity, something that is very crucial.
Yeah.
So these are four tenets or four pillars that actually define our roles, because they say when you're going somewhere you need to have a compass or a direction. So our compass has Giget the four things that I've told you. That is networking, web development, design, and also mobile development, and also cybersecurity. and what Giget is continuously emphasizing or creating gainful employment, or trying to fit in the gap of people who need our expertise and skills to be able to thrive in business or ensure business continuity, as they say.
That's interesting. So is IT the course you studied in school?
I did business information technology.
Okay.
So I'm technically doing exactly what I was taught in class. My tutor in it was accounting.
Yes.
She was called Sarah Njuguna. She said that you guys came here in campus not to get employed but to create employment. And that really motivated me and gave me a lot of inspiration.
Which institution was this?
This is Multimedia University.
Oh yeah.
Kenya.
Multimedia.
Yeah,
that's a bit unique because I think it's one of the things that we're currently fighting for, that education is able to train us or prepare us to create jobs.
Correct.
Starting with ourselves and
Correct.
even for the people around us,
Yeah.
And I've always insisted for even the institutions of higher learning that, for example, if MMU decides that today they want to support you, then they use their portfolio to help you get an investor.
Yes.
An investor comes and invests in Giget.
Yes.
And then through Giget, they are able to guarantee internship or even attachment opportunities, or even volunteer opportunities for their own students to start getting that experience.
Correct.
At an early age. I think it's something that can really go a long way.
Yeah.
So you've been here, and I don't know, you said 1.6 years down the line since you began doing Giget.
Yeah.
Have you started monetizing?
We've hit the 6-figure mark in terms of revenue. So, and we are aiming high.
Giget, by 6-figure you mean $1 million? Or it's hundreds of thousands?
It should be 1, 2, 3. How many zeros does 100,000 have?
5 zeros.
So we are almost to the 6-figure, but the 5 figures we have already hit. So there's a lot of potential because one thing I think I'll comment about it, there are some constraining factors. One thing I need to appreciate and understand, as young as I am, I have the energy, but I do not have the prowess that probably my seniors would have. Prowess in terms of social capital, prowess in terms of tangible capital, that is to invest in the business itself, and also prowess upon business upon wisdom. We have had our fair share of failures and things that we learn upon as we continuously doing it. But I can clearly say that we have hit the 5-figure mark, that is in terms of zeros, in terms of revenue and stuff like that, and we are actually aiming to gain more. So it is something that we have proven, and it's something that we intentionally building, so that it creates not only profit, because we as business people, business oriented, I'm looking for profit, but at the end goal, as a result, I'll create gainful employment for youth out there.
So at least you've started monetizing. I think that's important. But before I proceed maybe to the next question, allow me take you back. Like, what motivated you to start this stuff?
Technically, they say when you're living life, you should not you should always observe from other people. Live life, do life, don't let life do you.
Yes.
As a friend of mine will tell me. So I was privileged to start some roles. I started actually when right from high school. There was a blue collar job that I was doing. It was we were shipping coffee seeds we were loading them into trucks. One of the famous trucks is called Infama, and this is Sassini and stuff like that. So I came to realize that these people are paying us little money, but whatever money these people were making, it was because we were being told a sack of like the coffee beans itself, 60 kilograms, was going for like 80,000. We used to joke around and say that if we have an opportunity to go away with one of these sack, we can actually buy a motorcycle or something like that. But that, of course, there are controls, and that actually unlocked a socket in my
So
head.
How much were they paying you?
They were paying us for per sack, it was 10 shillings. to carry that sack. And for a day, I remember I could even carry up to 6 tons, because for you to fill a rolly, like for example, it has 500, and you guys are carrying you're 4 people and you're filling this truck that is fitting 500 sacks within a short time duration. Just do the math. 500 divided by 4, how many sacks does everyone carry? 25.
No, it's 500 divided by
500 divided by 4. Because what happened, there are people who are stacking. It's called stacking. You need to stack it in the vehicle itself, the Infama. It's a big trail.
Yes.
And then there are people who get it from the go down. That is from where it's stacked in the go down, and then also to be loaded.
Yeah.
And that's not the only one. So you're actually given quotas. So the more sacks you carry, the more money you make by a particular day. So it used to be very bad that sometimes, because we were in 2 different locations, those other people might not get work, because at the end of the day it's subdivided in everyone. So some people might not work, and you people who worked a lot. Anyway, so let me just come chronologically down the line. Why that's why I started from the beginning, from the beginning, from the beginning. So I joined campus. But I think I stopped that role because it took a toll on my health. Technically, if you would see my fingers that time, they were very black and stuff like that. And then I was someone actually jokingly said that there's a job that I am working on. It's on the computer, and then I'm just being paid 2,500 per week. That was a lot compared to whatever I was earning, because that would be money I would have made probably in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, but this is money I can make in 1 week. So I go interview for the role, and I get to it. So I work for another company called Gigasource. Gigasource, this is a guy who was had transcription accounts. So what we used to do at Gigasource, we used to do transcription. That is medical transcription and stuff like that. Long before AI, AI came and took all these jobs about transcription. So it used to listen someone, whatever they see, and then put it in Apodo, and then format it rightly. Go ahead. I learned about what he does, got a transcription account, and that's even how I used to survive in campus. With doing transcription jobs and whatnot. So I think we are going to talk about the gig economy, but at least now I'm well versed. It's something that I have tried and I have done it. So I'm just prepping also our audience about the same. After that, I think I also got a role in Decathlon, and then when I left Decathlon, I joined a company. It's a startup. It's called Cloud Logic Limited. So cheers to my bosses. That is Nicholas Nyakundi is a business. He's a well-oriented, let me say, well-versed IT business consultant. So in matters of IT. So he gave me the opportunity to actually learn on the job, and he actually placed a big trust in me. I remember one of the first projects I used to do was going to Tok in the border, the cabs, to go and do some structured cabling. I was on to go and measure and advise these people, and I was right fresh out of campus, things that I've never done before. And then he also taught me about the business orientation. He told me that you will garner these skills. This is actually Nicholas Nyakindo verbatim. You will garner all these skills, but at the end of the day, you will need to sell it. Hospitals run, and whoever they're selling it, they're selling the service of treating to patients. Mama Mboga will open a kiosk. At the end of the day, they will need to sell this to someone who is hungry. So any skill that you have, you need to package yourself rightly and also sell it. But now in the business world, there are things that we need to understand and appreciate, that there are constraining factors. There are shareholders and there are stakeholders at the same time. The government is a primary stakeholder in matters business. So he made me to get oriented in the business world. I came to understand and appreciate terms like the CR12. I need to get a business permit, statutory compliance per se. There's tax document and stuff like that. So not only did I understand and engage in the IT world, but I was given a privilege to work on high value projects. To a point whereby I was even doing tenders, coupling to, and I'm not shy to say about it. That is to mean that anyone can do it, because if I did it, tenders that are coupling and totaling to millions, some of them will actually score and get them. So this actually nurtured and trained me. And as my mom was telling me, sometimes I felt lost in the role, because I'm like, I did IT, but why am I doing documents and stuff like that? She's like, probably that's that's why God sent you there, because I believe that God, everything, as Romans 8:28 says, is everything works for the good of those who are called according to the will and the purpose of God.
Amen.
So
Romans 8:28.
It should be 8:28.
Okay.
So as I finished that role, I think after an year, I started as a cybersecurity intern. So what we used to do at CloudLogic Limited, was installation of firewalls, essentially network security. So I started as a cybersecurity intern in deploying firewalls like Sophos, CyberPro that now later on became Sophos, Fortinet, and what have you. And then also installation of CCTV cameras, also endpoint, security solutions like Trend Micro, Kaspersky. I think I have done something like that in Kenya Roads Board. So you see, I had worked for like several parastatals. By the end of that time, I had amassed and also gained that confidence that I can actually approach panel and even give them actionable advice. As I pivoted and I entered a role, I think for the 2 years I was in CloudLogic, 1.5 years, I now entered into systems engineer. A systems engineer is someone who is essentially, responsible to understand how, for example, this building, for us to set up these cameras, we need the network, we need the internet. This building needs to be there is you have a server room. This where your website is hosted. Technically, there's something called HTTPS. You need to make sure that your SSL certificate is okay. So someone who understands the systems of an organization, because nowadays if an organization is still using the legacy systems that have not gone on the cloud, or they have not appreciated and adopted IT, that is an organization that is bound to crumble, because we are living in a new age, in a new era, living in very unprecedented times. Something has never been accepted that we need to accept. Rather. So as a systems engineer, I got to understand this role. So my role was like a systems admin, and then I came to understand and to grasp and appreciate that. So this is what happens in IT. After I left that role, I think I served as briefly in another company also as a technical sales representative, as business development manager, and then as I started the new role after now CloudLogic, I also started now my company. I started with a website. I built a website with my associate. He's called Nathan. Cheers, Nathan. And we technically started seeking out business, and we have so far I think served close to 10 clients, and they're satisfied with whatever we have done. But so networking, we've helped organizations like there's an organization called Unibrand in almost towards the Kitengela Gateway Mall, somewhere there. Installed for them Starlink, and we still trying to pivot and also break even, because we haven't broken even yet. So as I said, it's a burning company. So that's where I got my inspiration. I have learned from a lot, and then I've come to appreciate that this opportunity is so much immense out there that we cannot actually exhaust. So long as you have the grit and then you're very intentional about it, you will always win align
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So one thing that I'm learning from your story is that you're able to capacity build before you starting your own.
Correct.
And you're able to serve other people before being served.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I think that is a challenge with so many of the young people, where they don't want to be servants. Unapata mtu ameenda attachment for 3 months, then after attachment anakuja anakuambia, manze, mimi I don't want employment. You understand? Mimi sitaki employment, mimi I want to be my own boss. But it's good that you've told us that it's through the capacity that you're able to be that was able to inspire the person you are today. So capacity building, to anyone who is watching this video, capacity building is very, very important. And I also want to, I don't know if you invested in this, but I think it's also a very important aspect, especially for someone looking to start their business. That is market research. I mean, M&E, so evaluating, researching about the market and all that. Or did you do that?
So this is something that because by virtue of Cloud Logic, and I'll give them their flowers oftenly, by Mr. Nicholas Nyakundi. Cheers, man. We're in contact to date, and he continuously, his life goal and purpose is like all people who have gone through him actually wind up, turning out successful, and he's actually happy, and that will tell you that people actually out here are willing. You find that people who have that wisdom that are willing to, give you the momentum or the impetus to actually start something. So cheers to Nicholas.
Nice.
So we used to have these moods and conversations about business and all that, and even by experience I used to realize that it's only Cloud Logic that would actually probably supply firewalls for almost, we would go as far as Samburu, we'll go as far as Sony Sugar Awendo. Sometimes people will call us even to Transmara, and it's a company that is based in Nairobi. And then we were not aggressively marketing. That is just by the fact of proxy, people who are just referring us. So what if we become aggressive? And that was just one biased area of network security. And then I also did some market research, probably because I was on the ground. Technically, I saw that this is something that people need. For example, let's just speak about network security. Organizations will continuously, every financial year there's something called audits, and then you need there's some rules that have been made by the the Data Protection Act and also the Communication Authority. They have said that you need to meet some certain there's something called the CIA triad in cybersecurity, that is confidentiality, integrity, and also availability of data. So meaning firewalls,
it's called CIA.
Confidentiality, that means that the data of applicants is only used and applied as
for the intended purpose.
For the intended purpose, and only after they have warranted. And then integrity is that this data, as much as it entered in the system, it comes out the same. Availability, it means that it's not denied. That's why you find there's some 2 weeks ago, I think people were filing their KRA returns. The system was a bit down, and that was a bit hectic. So even KRA had to extend the deadlines. So that's actually something crucial in cybersecurity. You'd find that something, because that might be even a potential of a DDoS. There's a time when the eCitizen website was down, and people were pointing fingers and saying that it's our brothers in Sudan, there's a terrorist group from Sudan that was doing that. So you see that's also another crucial role. And then also from my small research, I gathered that right now, as we are speaking, and this is even given inward by big firms that do research like KPMG and Procter & Gamble and Gartner charts and whatnot. They appreciate and acclaim that there is over 4 million plus job gap in cybersecurity. And why is there a job gap in cybersecurity? It's because very many people are actually using cybersecurity, because we are living in an age of telepresence. Telepresence, it means that I can be able to get to anyone at any time, at any particular time. And then there's something called also on demand. If I need to watch a certain service, everything is on the internet. YouTube, it's not the same era. 10 years ago there was no TikTok. 10 years ago YouTube was not as good as it was right now. So us living in this age of telepresence, we will need, as we were saying, capacity building. We will need a capacity to be able to host all these people. Entrance into the internet. The internet is just, but in a simple layman's language, is an interconnection of computers per se. But here in between, you'll find very many people who have different intents. When you get these people in the same pool, there's something called PII, personal identifiable information. Personal identifiable information might be including and not exhaustively something like probably your name, your credit card credentials, your residence and stuff and like that. So you'd find that because this data is actually up and out there are people who are bad perpetrators that will actually breach maybe policies like, for example, the Data Protection Act and stuff and whatnot, and they'll be able to hijack and create an unhealthy space. In Swahili huwa tunasema kila soko ina mwenda wazimu wake. That's what we say, like in English, like every market has a madman. So there are madmen who are there because of the influx of people who are actually getting into the internet. So we actually need people who have the actionable skills to be able to defend and also to train also something called being cyber ready. So I personally am aiming to, create a very renowned career in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
That is cybersecurity alone. But the things that I also learned in campus, that is networking. I've seen there's you see, as much as these people are actually transitioning into the web, they need to be connected, because we are far. Even this thing is not on television.
Yeah.
Everyone can run their own television. It's not like Kitambo.
Yeah.
It was cable television that you could only appear from, even our fathers, Voice of Kenya, stuff like that. We have evolved from one TV station or one radio station to several multiple radio stations, and now everyone can now start makeshift television and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So these people need to be supported and also to get connected. So that's where I get my networking. I mean, there are very many people who need to get connected into the internet.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever ISPs that are doing it out there, they have not do it. There's something called fiber to the last mile. There are places that are unentered. There are places that the BTS stations have not reached. Hakuna network yenye haifiki huko. So what is my role and my privilege? Because I have these actionable skills. Let me go and create a nice business plan. Come up and gather up some team and people who are like-minded. And let us make sure that we are actually being used and as a resource of ensuring that we transform Kenya into now a digital economy.
Okay.
You get, so that's an actual business gap. I've just told you two of those key tenets that are actually backing now. So that is Giget. The other ones I want to explore, but those are, for example, the two primary. Like now networking as an ISP, Giget as an ISP, and then also cybersecurity. You see there's 4 million jobs. So if, for example, in cybersecurity, then there's something called penetration testing. For example, we'll come and be able to mimic. It's called penetration testing.
Okay.
We will mimic some threat actors and stuff like that. I don't want to get into the IT jargon and stuff, but as you can see, there is actually gap here. These people who need to get connected into the internet, why don't we, because we have the skills, supply them with this internet and make sure that they are connected. And also these people who are connected in the internet, not only that, they need to be secure in the internet space itself. So that's the life goal and mission of Giget. Giget, we say that with giving we get more. And that's the whole essence. Actually, even that's the genesis of the word Giget. Give, get. Essentially that's it. And then the I and the E in the Giget name will mean innovate, emancipate. So
with giving you get more.
With giving we get more. That's our motto at Giget Technologies.
We get more.
Yes.
Wow, I love that. So I'm listening to your story and I can feel the social impact aspect of it, and I think that is powerful. And now that today we are talking to a techie, let me also brag, by the way. Do you guys know that I'm part of the team that participated in creating commands for the driverless car?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What technology did you use?
We used a lot of technologies that we might not reveal right now.
Okay.
I created that command. And
really?
I'm not as techy as you might think.
Okay.
Yeah, we would tell the car, if you get here, this is a roadblock, this is a zebra crossing and all that. So I did that, guys, and yeah, God did it.
Nice.
God
That's
did
nice.
it.
Thank God. Thank God.
So
I'm privileged.
Yeah. So I'm loving this. Honestly, I am loving this. What do you think is the potential of tech in as far as job creation for the young people is concerned?
Immense and immeasurable. Those two words.
Okay.
It's immense and immeasurable so long as it's used in the right ways.
Yeah.
Everything has its pros and cons. We have seen that Kitambo, there used to be, the vice or people who are bad in the market, they used to do slave trade. That's what used to exist. But now with the internet, it has made that everyone is connected, yes, but it means even people who are criminals are better connected, and then they're able to hide, they're able to infiltrate and do that. So there's something called the dark web, where people, do their stuff in the night. So it attracts very many people. As I said, the internet is just but a tool. And when we speak about tech, we need to be able to demarcate and decipher and then probably flesh out what is this thing that we're talking tech. Whatever is tech is actually the internet. The internet, and also network, essentially.
Yes.
So the network, like for example, even here in Nairobi CBD, probably maybe I can give you guys a small coaching class in IT. There's something called topologies. So there's
Come again?
Topologies, network topologies that even in this organization are being used, but again there are different types of network connections.
Yeah.
So there's something called a MAN, that is a metropolitan area network. That is whatever is surrounding now this region of Nairobi. Here is a local area network, and then there's LAN, and then there's a wide area network. So from the local area network, that is from that computer, it's connected to the other computers. There's a core computer that is and then there are nodes and devices in the internet, or because it's like a web. It's a connection of computers. For example, if you key in and say youtube.com, youtube.com, you are the client who is actually seeking a resource in a server. A server is someone else's computer or somewhere where this resource has been stored.
Yes.
So what happens, I will traverse from the local area network to the wide area network, that is something that probably serving this building, and then to the metropolitan area network, that is now where we will have ISPs like Safaricom and whatnot, who will be connected probably maybe by transponders to the space, and then the space will create there's also a fiber link that is going through the sea to be able to connect us to that computer that is probably in somewhere elsewhere in Sydney in a data center. And then this information travels in something called packets. There's data packets that go forth and back. There are very many policies that are used and in between for me to be able now to retrieve this resource and for you to be able to play that YouTube. So essentially that's what we mean by tech. There are very many technologies that support this. For YouTube to be there, it has to be an application that functions in a particular way, in a particular manner. If I click this button, it's able to augment and be able to give me what I need.
Yeah.
So you asked that question of tech. I needed us to break it down for us to be able to appreciate that tech is actually majorly pillared by networking or the internet itself. And then after the coming of the internet, people really say that the internet is not gonna last and stuff like that, but it's opened very many opportunities. Like for example, you can be able to do like mobile banking right now. You don't have to go to the bank per se to get your money. I don't know when last I actually handled money, like tangible money in cash.
Physical cash.
It's rare. It's a rarity nowadays, and that's where we're actually going because of the digital economy that is.
Yeah.
Actually, even if you realize, the Ministry of ICT is called Ministry of Information, Communication Technology, and the digital economy.
Yeah.
You get, so they need to have and to specialize that. The digital economy is actually backed by the internet, and it's through the internet whereby now these computers are actually communicating with each other. So there's always a server, a client, interaction in between, and this is actually what is found in this. So that's the networking aspect. But even in these servers, as they communicate, we will need applications. There are things called application programming interfaces that will interact with other applications to be able to retrieve data. And we're actually using it as a tool, to be able to make our work easier.
Yeah.
So it's really made work very easy to this particular day and age. And I think your question was asking what is the potential and what is the capacity. It is immeasurable, because even to this particular day and age, as I said, the fiber to the last mile has not been actuated. The areas that are really unentered, something that I see probably Elon Musk is trying to combat by the Starlink, and making sure that with the Starlink you're able to connect in any place, anytime, stuff like that. So if you actually measure and make sure that we as a country are transforming holistically into the digital economy, and making sure that everyone is actually connected, very well connected, and we are part of that digital economy, I think that's when we can say. But again, there are very many conversations. We have not even started speaking about artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
This is just but the small, foundational elements.
Yeah.
So if you ask me about that, there's immense opportunity in tech.
Okay. Wow. Hey, today I'm learning.
Yeah.
I've been hearing about LAN.
Yeah.
Though man, I think I'm hearing man for the first
For the first
time.
time, okay, no problem.
And one, I think I've heard about it before.
Mhm.
I've also learnt about telepresence. This is good. This is good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing.
no problem.
So can we talk about the gig economy? And I know you've mentioned about it, but what are some of the key roles that you think technology is playing in ensuring that at least we move to the gig economy? And I know when we talk about gig economy, I know it's something that is usually known to the creative or the entertainment industry. Unasikia mtu akisema manze nilipata gig, you know, but people don't really understand that gig basically means something short term. You know, so you can actually have a gig in a corporate setting. Yeah. So what role do you think technology or IT or internet is playing in ensuring that at least we embrace gig economy? Because remember again, we're also having a generational
Disconnect or something.
not really disconnect, but a generational point of view when it comes to the traditional work setting, you know, where we have a generation currently that is saying, oh, I don't want an 8 to 5 job, you know, I don't want a job where I am going to sit in an office even when I don't have work to do. I'm just seated there doing nothing. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go back by virtue of telepresence. Telepresence is everything is available everywhere, anytime. Like for example, a plane will crash in Ukraine, and I'll be able to view it on my phone.
Yeah.
So that's essentially what telepresence means.
Yeah.
So that this comes with advantages. It means I have the world literally is a globe. You know, it's at the palm of my finger. I can be able to, you know, say some sentiments and propagate them to, you know, someone who is far miles ahead.
Yeah.
And you see that cuts distance and by virtue it means that I have an audience.
Yeah.
Any business that is transacting, you're actually selling there's a utility that you're trying to, you know, satisfy in your client or your whoever is serving. So it's either probably a service or goods.
Yeah.
So with the gig economy, probably I think this is for people who have garnered some skills and skill sets for themselves.
Yeah.
For me to be here, I am not a result of Enock alone, so that's why I'll continuously give flowers and also maybe probably give hints to people. There's a project that I have been engaged in. It's called Cybershuja. It's something that has also taught us and given us capacity. It's helped us to build capacity in matters of cybersecurity. That's why you'll hear that I have some little limited prowess in matters of cybersecurity, because it's something it's something I have been interacting since 2023 when I gained really true interest. So there's something that they tell us. There's a soft skill course that mentions something called branding, and that's something that young people need to appreciate and understand in this particular day and age. Branding is what do people see when probably they're looking. There's something called a digital footprint. For example, if I just look up, for example, Cavin's
Cavin or
Apodo
yes
on the internet,
yes,
what am I able to find? Is it something that will connect me to, you know, opportunities and stuff like that? And there are very many ways to actually create your brand because of you're gaining leverage on the whole aspect of telepresence. That is making sure that you're intentional with the kind of content that you create out there, and content that is not incriminating. You know, if you had videos of GSU or some you know, some young boys who graduated from, you know, Utawala, and then they made some incriminating videos and it landed them in trouble.
When they were saying red beret,
stuff like that. You see, it is the same platform that someone would actually come and pose and say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are my skills, and 10, 9, 11 is how I'm pivoting and I'm seeking. That's actually what we look like, for example, in LinkedIn and whatnot. So the gig economy is actually very big, but one thing that we need to appreciate and understand about the gig economy is our branding. How do we brand ourselves? When branding, it will help employers, potential employers, to be able to see and seek us for our skills that we have to nurture. You know, you cannot brand yourself with hawezi enda kuuzia mtu kitu haiko.
Yeah.
Hawezi sema ati wewe ni developer and you don't have the skills per se.
Yeah.
They need to be
have
able
a portfolio.
To, yeah, you need to have a portfolio.
Yeah.
Something work that you've already done.
What do people know you for?
What do people know you for? There's a book
Yeah.
that I really like by Carl Newport. He's a professor in he's a best-selling author. He's written a book called So Good That They Cannot Ignore You. It's a very, very nice book that tells that tells us that whatever, even as the good book says, whatever your hands find to do it as if you're doing it unto the Lord and not unto man. That should be Ecclesiastes 9:10, if I'm not wrong. So in the gig economy, there are platforms that are actually giving us opportunity for you to be able to seek for jobs, because there are employers who would want someone for a short term. They don't want to have the whole term contract hour to go the corporation way.
Yeah.
So long as I have the skill, for example, it's editing.
Yeah.
I know how to edit a video. Kuna msemo anataka video yake ku edited.
Yes.
I pause and then I put like a vacancy, be either in Indeed, be either in LinkedIn,
yes,
be either in Glassdoor, you know. There are those websites, Fiverr.
Oh, you know Glassdoor?
Yeah, I know Glassdoor and Fiverr.
I used to work with for Glassdoor by the way.
That's interesting. Probably we'll have a further conversation about that.
I used to work with Glassdoor as their company and political research.
That's nice. That's nice. So I'm privileged, as I said. I'm privileged here.
Yeah, I worked with them until last year.
What happened?
No. It was just you see now, like they were moving out of Kenya and Africa.
Okay.
So just,
is it because of the political?
Not really. It's another story. It's another different story.
Anyway, let's not digress.
Yeah.
So anyway, if I am able to package and brand myself, potential employers out there are able to see me. And they can, and you see, that's the whole virtue. I don't really necessarily have to go and sit in an office.
Yeah.
Even by the unprecedented, happening of 2020 during COVID, very many people started working from home, and we actually saw that that's actually very possible.
I'm one of the very many people.
I'm
one of the. In fact, for me, for us, we worked in a hotel. It was a 5-star hotel, man.
Yes.
And life there was so good.
Tell me about it.
I tell you, since I was born, I've never lived such a life. Everything is provided.
Yes.
Including a gym facility.
Yes.
For your physical fitness. There is a swimming pool.
Yes.
If you want to do hot, cold, warm shower, all that is provided. It's a long story that I'll have to share. Probably another. It was a nice experience.
So the COVID period actually shed light that this is actually a possibility that we can actually work from home. Now, if I can work from home and then I can be able to publicize myself and say that this is 1, 2, 3, and that's something I normally tell young people, and this is something I had the privilege of actually gaining an insight. A friend of mine was being nurtured by a program that was paying for her tuition, that is in high school or through campus, and then she had a mentor, and that's very crucial also. Young people, they need to have mentors or role models. A mentor is someone who is in close contact. You're continuously
actually if you can read my paper, I read role of mentorship. Role of mentorship as our next conversation.
So as we pivot in, I think even as we almost wind up. So mentors are very crucial. A mentor is someone who is giving you insight so that you don't make probably the same mistakes that they made, or they carve your path. Or if you don't have a mentor, you can actually have a role model, someone who you copy. Because you don't really need to reinvent the wheel.
Yes.
You copy and paste and try and do the same things that the same way they're doing. So you package yourself in a nice way whereby employers can be able to easily find and access you. And then, as I said, so I was speaking about my friend. She was told by her mentor, go and create a LinkedIn account and make sure that you are oftenly posting about what is happening in your life and whatever you're doing. And that really helped her to actually pivot, and then people are able to see that by the way, this person is actually serious in this particular domain, and then it creates that voice and noise out there. So creating a LinkedIn account, that's the first step
for visibility,
and then also the content.
I call it job seeker visibility.
Yes.
As a strategy of standing in the highway of jobs.
Yes.
And opportunities.
Yes.
Because number one, the job market is a bit congested currently.
That's true.
And it's quite competitive.
Correct.
Whatever you're doing, there are 1,000 other people doing
that are doing it.
So that therefore means, how do you want people to know
Differentiate
that you're
yourself.
you're doing that exact thing?
Yes.
Yet you're just from a village, maybe in Migori County.
Yes.
So that is very, very important, and I'm glad by the way that you're mentioning it.
Yeah.
Especially for the sake of our viewers.
Yeah. So anyone who doesn't have a LinkedIn account, I think that's take that as a take home.
Yeah.
Go create a LinkedIn account if you want to earn gainful employment, and it's really helped me. And you'll find even employers nowadays, even when they're going, they will tell you to attach your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, sure.
Give us a link to your LinkedIn profile, what is happening. And also in the LinkedIn profile, there's a way you need to edit it, because you see it gives you a username with very many numbers. There's a way you need to edit it so that it's professional and it's even easier for people to look at. Like for example, if you look me up right now, probably let's just do a search. I can even probably show people, or just do it with your phone. Just search my name, Enock Kebaso. Not in LinkedIn, but on your browser. Okay. So I was speaking about the digital footprint.
Yeah. So that is coupled with the SEO, search engine optimization.
Yes. Just search Enock Kebaso. Enock with a CK.
Yeah.
So you see, it brings, there's some things I've been doing up there, but up there, my profile just comes there. IT practitioner, driving. I think probably maybe you can just show them.
Yeah. I don't know, Alfonce, if you're able to zoom what these reads. Is it coming? This side,
So that, for example, is something I learned from when I was in first year to a point right now. I have done it oftenly, such that I stand out as Enock Kebaso, and it can actually come out as me. And as you were saying, that's a job seeker.
You visibility.
Job seeker visibility. I'm standing in the highway. So that's a brand I have created for myself. I'm an IT practitioner. Even an employer can be able to see, and you can find so much. You can consume so much, and I have already created. I'm very intentional, and also showing up, being out there, and being outstanding, and also very aggressive. Like for example, I saw a friend of mine post something like this, and I seized. There's something there's a Latin word called la cap diem, seize the moment in life. So show up, and then make as much noise as possible about yourself, and then be intentional about the brand you're creating. Not in a grandiose way, but in an intentional and purpose oriented way. So that people, by the time, you will find that people normally say that there's no such thing as luck. It's people who are found by opportunity when they're ready.
It's actually God's grace meeting you in your line of duty.
Thank you very much. I think that's something I've picked up. God's grace meeting you in your line of duty.
Yes. There is no luck.
There's no such thing as luck.
And we were talking about branding as we wind up, because after this I want to give you the opportunity for a parting shot.
Okay.
We were talking about KOTU as a brand.
Okay.
Central Organization for Trade Union.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I was actually sharing with the lady who just called, Claire. I was telling Claire, it will take KOTU so many years to separate KOTU from Francis Atwoli. Because you see Atwoli, you see KOTU. You hear KOTU, you see Atwoli. You see? So I love what Atwoli did there, So it will really take them quite some time to separate that brand, even after he retires, because I heard he said he's not seeking re-election this time round. So I think that is good. It's good to brand.
Yes, so I comment. Sorry about that. So the gig economy, as I wind up, because I digressed a lot. So is actually founded by the internet itself, because all these technologies are built up and they're up there. But now take advantage of the wave. Seize the wave and ride on it. That is by telepresence. As people just put very many TikTok videos about dancing, put a TikTok educational video. Someone will scroll, and you never know. They'll be able. You're living in very nice times. I have never met you. This is the first time we're actually meeting. But see, we have had a very intentional conversation that is actually create, and that's how you create opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Enock, for the wealth of knowledge. So maybe just a parting shot. What would you like to tell our viewers? Because I know this is a conversation that we will of course have to create some other time so that we can continue with it.
Correct. And I'm very open.
Okay.
one thing that I would let people know is, and that's something I'm also learning in this day and age. Train yourself to be an intentional and a perfect communicator.
Yeah.
Because if you're not intentional and also perfect in your communication, nobody will ever know your craft. And if nobody is ever knowing and noticing your craft, there is nobody who's gonna give you opportunities.
Yeah.
And that's how you actually find that you're frustrated.
Yeah.
Let's cease from the mentality of we need to have, office jobs 8 to 5 whereby we're sitting on swivel chairs. We ourselves can be able to start, propagating employment from us. What is that one thing that you're good at? What is that one skill that you stand out at? How are you able to pivot and also create, employment for yourself and also for very many people from that particular skill? Because the Kenyan populace, that is the youth, has an immense wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
Has an immense wealth of knowledge. And Kenyans, we ourselves are very dexterous. That's even why our GDP probably...
Dexterous mean?
Dexterous, it means they're kujituma yani.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a new one.
Yeah, kujituma. So you get that virtue itself should be able to educate us and appreciate that our GDP, I think, is more total of 3 neighboring countries. So you see, hii inatuambia that we are built different as Kenyans.
Yeah.
So be a good and intentional communicator, and in anything that you start small and then have a vision. The good book says that where there's no vision, people perish.
Wow, thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. And I'm glad that you're inspired by books. And I'm an author myself.
Nice.
And there is actually a book that is currently, I'm done writing it.
Okay.
So it's currently with the publisher. I was with the publisher in the morning.
Okay.
The publisher lives in the US, but is currently in Kenya. So he passed by in the morning to see me.
Okay.
And it's on gig economy.
Yeah,
it's on gig economy, it's on employability, it's on...
Did I touch on some of the things that...
Of course, especially branding. That is there, and it's very, very loud there. So when the book is ready, I hope it gets to inspire you and other people.
I really want a copy.
Yeah, sure. All right, thank you so much, Enock. That was a very impactful conversation. And of course, to our viewers, I hope you're going to learn something from this conversation, and it's going to inspire you to start small to impact other people. By the way, talking about impact, how many people are Gigitech currently employing?
Giget right now... Giget right now is... we have... it's probably... Right now we outsource most of the things that we do. So we have not really established our offices. We're still also in the environs of statutory compliance and whatnot. So as I said, you start small.
Yes.
You see, even me, this is part of branding. When I speak about Giget and stuff like that, I don't care because I know what my potential is and stuff like that. So right now it's me and my other 3 colleagues. There's a co-founder, and then there are other... So it's 2, me and my co-founder is called Nathan George, and then other 3 guys who will be directors of the company itself.
Okay.
But our aim is to create 1,000+ jobs.
Okay. In the next how many years?
In the next 2 years, we should be employing 1,000.
All right.
1,000 and more youth.
All right, thanks, Enock. So you can imagine if every young person could create a job to at least
1,000 people.
1,000 people.
Yeah.
Every year, we could at least address the issue of unemployment.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
You're
and
welcome.
To our viewers, I'll see you in the next episode. But for now, enjoy the conversation.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Karibu.